Welcome, everyone. How does it sound? Sounds good. Everyone can hear well. Good. I'm the Reverend Eleanor Pease, and I am delighted to welcome you to the wedding of Melinda Catherine Kernc and Michael Roy Allison. This is such a joyful and so eagerly anticipated occasion. And we will celebrate both joyfully and solemnly as we witness and support Michael and Melinda as they bind their lives together in marriage. So thank you for being here. This is one of my home churches. I'm so glad you're here. And I want to ask you to please take a moment, if you haven't already, and silence any devices that you might have brought with you so that we can all be here fully in this wonderful, special place and moment. And now, would the ushers please come forward? Would you all please be seated? And we'll begin with a reading that Timothy Allison will deliver.
The reading is from 1 Corinthians 13. If I speak the tongues of men or of angels, but I do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that I can move mountains, but I do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all that I possess to the poor, and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but I do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
That reading from 1 Corinthians, you can't really do any better. But when I first encountered it, I was bowled over with surprise. And not because of the words, they're very famous words, but because of where it appears in the letter, the text. It comes kind of towards the end, and there's a long section before that of policies and procedures and rules and best practices for how to manage a community, how to manage maybe a marriage. And so you're reading, and I was not trained. It was before I became a minister. And I was slogging through, kind of threading my way through this complicated text. And suddenly it was like I took a turn, and out in the open, love never fails. All of this, all of the policies and procedures, the things that sound like a government document, and we do live with that in our everyday life all the time. None of it mattered in the context of love. It was all, if there is not love, it's all just noise. And this is so true in our everyday lives. It's true in marriages. It's true in family life. It's true at work. Love is what holds everything else together and makes it worth it. Today, like Paul, we have a chance to turn off from that complicated path of everyday life and come out into this wide open vista of God's love and all our love that is here today in this room. And we're here because of Michael and Melinda's love. And it's gorgeous, is it not? Is it not? Isn't it fabulous? Michael and Melinda have chosen to share with us this overwhelming beauty of the life they have discovered and the life they are creating and will continue to create continually in their love for one another. And it is good and right that we stop and say, wow. We rejoice in the promise that love never fails. So I hope, or rather, Melinda and Michael, I charge you, I invite you and challenge you as you move forward in your new life to always remember and keep near your vision and promise of the love you are celebrating today. Remember that love does not delight in evil, it rejoices in the truth. So keep the truth close. Keep hoping and persevering even when you encounter those stumbling blocks in life. Always seek and speak the truth in love with one another and with all your families and communities. And I have a charge for everyone here. I invite you and I challenge you to support and uphold these two persons in their marriage. I invite you to share joys with them, keep faith with them, be truthful in your love for them, offer them your affection and help in times of trouble. Offer them the same love that Paul speaks of, extending ever outward into the wider community and ultimately the entire world. Remember, through that love, we are glorifying God as the power of love. I charge all of you to magnify the power of love that you share in your life with these two beloved ones. Now, please rise in body or in spirit as you're comfortable to sing the hymn, Holy, Holy, Holy. And the words are printed in your order of service. And Carolee and Jocelyn, would you please come forward? Carolee Aker will deliver the next reading, and then immediately after that, Jocelyn Mullering will perform for us the song Love Never Fails. Go ahead.
I'll be reading from a very special book to Melinda and Michael. It's Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures by Mary Baker Eddy. Union of the masculine and feminine qualities constitutes completeness. The masculine mind reaches a higher tone through certain elements of the feminine, while the feminine mind gains courage and strength through masculine qualities. These different elements conjoin naturally with each other, and their true harmony is in spiritual oneness. Both sexes should be loving, pure, tender, and strong. The attraction between native qualities will be perpetual only as it is pure and true, bringing sweet seasons of renewal like the returning spring. Beauty, wealth, or fame is incompetent to meet the demands of the affections and should never weigh against the better claims of intellect, goodness, and virtue. Happiness is spiritual, born of truth and love. It is unselfish. Therefore, it cannot exist alone, but requires all mankind to share it. Ill-arranged notes produce discord. Tones of the human mind may be different, but they should be concordant in order to blend properly. Unselfish ambition, noble life motive, and purity, these constituents of thought, mingling, constitute individually and collectively true happiness, strength, and permanence.
Love, after all, matters the most. Love does not run. Love does not hide. Love does not keep locked inside. Love is the river that flows through, and love never fails you. Sustain. Love will provide. Love will not cease at the end of time. Love will protect. Love always hopes. Love still believes when you don't. Love is the arms that are fails you. is the place you will fly to. Love never fails you.
Thank you. Thank you both. Now, we've come to the time for Michael and Melinda to say their vows and exchange rings. And Michael, we'll start with you. Do you need your... You have it, okay.
I'm not crying, you're crying. Baby, the sun smiles on us today, our wedding day, and how can it not? With our hearts beating together as one, our love warms the world. I love you with all of my heart. You're my love, my light, my soulmate. You're the person that keeps me singing, smiling, and laughing. You've taught me that two people joined together with respect, trust, and open communication can be far stronger and happier than each other could ever be alone. You are the strength I didn't know I needed and the joy I didn't know I lacked. I promise to love you for who you are and for who you are yet to become. I promise to be patient and to remember that all things between us are rooted in love. I promise to nurture your dreams and help you reach them. I promise to tell you when you have food on your face. I promise to not call you my ex-girlfriend. I promise to share my whole heart with you and to remember to show you how deeply I care for you, no matter the challenges that come our way. I promise to love you above all others and to value in my life as a precious gift. I promise to love you loyally and fiercely. Forever with you will not be enough, but from this day forward, I vow to make the most of every moment. Your love gives me hope. Your smile gives me joy. You make me a better man. In conclusion, I'll read one of my favorite poems, Ada Wishes for the Cloths of Heaven by William Butler Yeats. Had I the heavens embroidered cloth, enwrought with golden and silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of night and the light and the half-light, I would spread the cloths under your feet. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly because you tread on my dreams. I love you.
Michael, you are the one. You are the one who makes me laugh. You are the one who holds me when I cry, and sometimes you cry with me. The one who builds me up and the one who cheers me on. The one who walks with me in the moonlight. The one I choose. Let's share and build our lives together. I promise to bring my whole self to our marriage, to share myself and to be fully present. I will be honest, and I will try to be kind, even when feelings make it hard to express myself. I offer to be your helper whenever you need it, and I offer you space when you need it. I promise to preserve space and time that is only ours to share. I will be your biggest cheerleader and encourage you to try new things. I will protect our love and the life that we build together, and I will be on our side. I acknowledge that love is a choice, and that every day is a choice to grow in that love. Like two melodies intertwined, our lives will become one while singing separate tunes. I pledge to honor, love you, and stand by you. I pledge to be part of our harmony. I thank God for bringing us both to this place at this same time, for preparing us to be the partner that the other needs, and joining us together for a joint purpose. I'm thankful that we saw the same possibility of this everlasting love, and we grew together and let it unfold together. And I look forward to what's next and taking those steps together and growing toward our future. I love you.
Now, would you please repeat after me together? You can share. I choose you.
I choose you.
I will stand by your side and sleep in your arms.
I will stand by your side and sleep in your arms.
I want to be the joy in your heart and offer sustenance for your soul.
I want to be the joy in your heart and offer sustenance for your soul.
I promise to learn and grow with you,
I promise to learn and grow with you,
even as life changes us both.
even as life changes us both.
I promise to laugh with you in good times and struggle alongside you when life is challenging.
I promise to laugh alongside of you in good times.
And struggle
With-
alongside of you right now.
I'm sorry, that was too long. Let's do the do-over. I promise to laugh with you in good times
I promise to laugh with you in good times
and struggle alongside you
And
and
struggle,
struggle alongside you
when life is challenging.
when life is challenging. Nailed it.
I promise to respect you and cherish you.
I promise to respect you and cherish you.
Today, I marry you as your equal,
Today, I marry you as your equal,
your partner,
your partner,
your lover,
your lover,
and your friend.
and your friend.
Now, ring bearers, please come forward.
Thank you.
And the ring is a symbol affirming that love is timeless and endless. These rings are made of precious metal, which also has great symbolic value, but it is the meaning of the shape, the circle with no beginning and no end, that matters even more than the material. The circle is a symbol in nearly every religion and culture. It represents wholeness, totality, blending of the self and the infinite. Today, it represents your union, your connection to the universe, and your unending commitment to each other. So, Michael, please place your ring on Melinda's finger, and Melinda, please place your ring on Michael's finger. And both together repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
And now we have the sand ceremony. So we'll come over here. So Michael and Melinda have chosen this ceremony as a way to further ritualize and deepen their bond. The sand symbolizes the past and the promise and the future of each of your separate lives and the life of the families and communities that you have been part of and today join around you. The marriage represents the beginning of a new life together as one. So it is good to remember that this beginning is not simply a clean slate. Both of you bring to this marriage years of lived experience that have made you the people that you are standing here today. And those experiences will continue to shape your lives. So these two vases represent your individual lives, and this empty one represents the life that you begin building now. So Michael and Melinda, please pour the sand from your two containers into this center one. As each of you pours your sand into the new vase, you mingle your lives together and you mingle your life stories. Consider how you will continue to change and grow in your marriage. The sand has blended and changed into a new mixture as your marriage blends the experiences that have brought you to this day. So this symbolizes your new life, new family, and new community. It represents new nourishment for your life together and new beauty in this very moment. And that's the sand ceremony. Before we go on to the musical selection, I want to ask for a moment of silence, just to absorb and appreciate what we have just done. Gonna make room.
This is the model portion of the show. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you, to shine upon you and be gracious. And
light of his countenance upon you,
and give you peace.
and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace.
Molly Siciliano, please come forward. Molly will deliver our next reading, which includes both a selection from the letter to the Ephesians and from Science and Health.
I, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called, with the lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit in the bond of peace. There is one body and one Spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is above all, and through you all, and in you all. But unto every one of us is given grace, according to the measure of the gift of Christ, till we all come in the unity of the faith, and in the knowledge of the Son of God, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, hath forgiven you. And from Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures. With one Father, even God, the whole family of man would be brethren, and with one mind, and that God, or good, the brotherhood of man would consist of love and truth, and have a unity of principle and spiritual power, which constitute divine science. The still small voice of scientific thought reaches over continent and ocean to the globe's remotest bound.
I have a poem entitled Fear by Khalil Gibran. It is said that before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back at the path she has traveled from the peaks of the mountains, the long winding road crossing forests and villages, and in front of her, she sees an ocean so vast that to enter there seems nothing more than to disappear forever. But there is no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean because only then will fear disappear. Because that's where the river will know it's not about disappearing into the ocean, but it's about becoming the ocean. So I have a closing prayer and blessing for you both and for all of us. Let us pray. Dear God, Spirit of life and love, bless these two children, Melinda and Michael, in their marriage. May this marriage be sweet milk. May it be nourishing and delicious like wine and halva. May this marriage offer fruit and shade like the date palm. May this marriage be full of laughter. May it be filled with compassion and sealed with happiness here and hereafter. Dear God, we ask you, protect these two from all harm. Give them courage and patience to face together whatever afflictions they might meet. Send your Holy Spirit to mingle between them so that your love grows in them and makes every day sacred. Let your power of love shine through them, bringing life and light into all they touch. Amen. Before we pronounce the marriage and process out, I have a logistical announcement. Please stay in your seats for a few more moments. The photographer will be ready to take a picture of everyone after the bridal party recesses. They're going to come right back up here and take a picture with all of you facing the organ loft. So in order to do that, we need you to stay where you are right now. Once the photo is taken, you can move around at will. Thank you very much. And now, through the power invested in me by this gathered community and by the Commonwealth of Virginia, it is my honor to pronounce this union. Dear ones, I present to you, to earth and sky, and to all that is holy, as husband and wife, Melinda Catherine Kernc and Michael Roy Allison.
be in yeah, right where you are, that's the last row. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll do this quick, don't worry. Yeah, everyone in it? Everyone in? Good. Couple more. Okay, everyone. Woo! Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay. Now, all family, anyone who's going to be in the photos at the front, you're sticking around. Guests can go have